Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
At the Bills' 12-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
To Ricky
Seals-Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. His kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
7, Bills 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he will be brought down. 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He was brought down by Matt Milano.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A.J. Epinesa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Slap. Motion.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get it at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like with the run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make five.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
To number 10.
Tyreek Hill. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Ties the game at 14. Harrison.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Andrew Billings breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third and 14.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Left three, left three. Left three. Big gap, big gap, big gap. 57, yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Flushed out right. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now Henning. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways is to get off the field when you can, especially on third down, and third down defense going to be vital in this game, able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone, we got four down.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
Here's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The Twat, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think what you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that's caught inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get this down to the 10. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Chiefs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the pressure gets to him again. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Formation for the Chiefs.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Shifts by him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And at the 31-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
On the
Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. And this is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Uncorks. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's good.
Might want to remember that 3rd down play. 37 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Bills 27, Chiefs 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Complete to number
Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Bills 27. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish.
It got his man complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Stephon Diggs, incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run it again with Chubb. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pick up there.
Brings up
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he trapped.
There he goes left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Singletary, he'll run for it. And he's down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Allen going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
A quick toss out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points. but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Pick up on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From just shy of midfield, Allen, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
The 31-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
10 at the 10-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Singletary with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Bills 40, Chiefs 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
35.
Get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second and 14. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes. Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Watch 36. Here we go, team. Here I come.
On play action, Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to
Tyreek Hill certainly makes a front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. People, look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. A run for Nick Chubb. Able to power through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Chiefs leading rusher in their Super Bowl run. Here's Damian Williams. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A 49-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-tying 4th-quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always the chance that it's going to hit and bank itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st down, Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
49-yard line.
Check 13.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
48-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Let's bring it.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Averaged nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
Back to throw. Allen. Buying. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
The first down, Chiefs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 46 yards.
Chiefs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's got it. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3 I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.